Alright. So we're trying to get the image that you've already traced, right, that you've already drawn on your piece of tracing paper onto another sheet of paper. And we're trying to do that as accurately as we can, right? And without using, technology or anything like that. This is how I think the most foolproof way to do that. So what you're going to do is take your tracing, you're going to flip the whole thing over, and then basically shade the entire back with a graphite pencil. So I would recommend using just a regular old number 2 wooden pencil. Sometimes it's hard to do with a mechanical pencil. They tend to rip the paper that you're working on. But just turn it sideways and just really quickly shade in the back of your white sheet. Obviously that's going to take you a little bit longer if you have a full sheet. If you have a little tiny quarter sheet, it goes very quickly. And the way that this works is the more graphite or the more lead that you have on this piece, the easier it's going to transfer onto your next, onto the construction paper. So let's assume that you have this done, right? I have this from this morning, so I'm cheating. I'm doing a little bit of Martha Stewart here. But I'm going to take my tracing, I'm going to put the whole thing on top of the piece of construction paper that I have. I'm going to try not to let it move as best I can. Then I'm going to take a ballpoint pen. I've been using red, so I'll keep doing that. And then I'm going to outline, at least for the first one, the entire kind of outline of my balloon. So with a firm hand, so meaning you kind of have to press a little bit hard, like you don't want to try to be as accurate as you can. I'm moving quickly because I don't want to lose your interest. So try to get all those little details right. So I have, especially at the top here, you can kind of see where all the individual stripes are landing. Right, so don't forget those details. Oh, guys can't let me know. Oops. Okay. And we'll see how the transfer works. There you go. So it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but because I use so much graphite on the back, that is kind of rubbed off onto my construction paper. And if you wanted to, you could go back and kind of outline that just to make sure that you can see. So then we're just redrawing that. Once we have this balloon redrawn on your construction paper, you're going to cut it out, and that'll be kind of the background or the base for you to build the rest of your balloon with. All right. So once you've done this in one color, you would do the same thing with another color, but then maybe you would use, like instead of tracing the outline, you would trace these lightest portions, right? Maybe on the third color you would do some of these gray. Maybe on the fourth you would do the basket. Right, so we're just trying to boil these photographs down into 3 or 4 different colors of paper. Then we'll glue everything together and hang it up.
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions?
No.
Yes, you can.